Welcome to the unit Principle of Adult Training and Learning. Your facilitator is Mrs. Paris Kadingi. In this particular unit, I expect that you should be able to explain challenges of adult training in the workplace. In our next slide, we'll be able to see several challenges of adult training in the workplace. One, a culture that does not value learning. In this aspect, there are individuals who are comfortable in maintaining a status quo when it comes to doing things, discourages people from looking at situations in a new way of thinking outside the box. In this aspect, such a culture can lead people not trying anything new, learning of new opportunities, and they become restricted. For example, if you're working in a food industry and you're a Muslim and there is a practical of how to make pork, you won't be able to make the pork because your culture, Islamic culture, is restricting you. In this, such a culture exists, it must be eradicated in order to foster creativity and forward thinking. Forward thinking is very important, but when it comes to cultures which they don't, they maintain their status, when something new comes in, you must think of the culture before engaging yourself in any creativity. In our second slide, we'll be able to see the second challenge, and that is lack of time. Learning that is directly related to a specific issue or current business need will have far more impact on the success of the training program. Adults, they have a lot of issues, and first they think of issues rather than time. So making it difficult for them to have time for learning because they must be accountable for other issues. So they meet themselves dividing out their time. Adult learners are very time concerned, thus making them accountable and responsible for the content of learning. If an adult says that I'm supposed to be there at 5, he must or she must be there at 5 for learning, making it very difficult to continue having the same time in all areas. This it becomes a challenge, lack of time. The next slide will be able to see the third challenge, which is making learning individualized in a group setting. How? Encourage groups to speak and let adult learners feel that their individual voices are being heard. Provide different options for learners to demonstrate knowledge transfer. If an adult asks a question in class, he must be answered well to feel that he is recognized. Individualized in a group setting. If that setting is individualized, it makes learning very difficult. This becomes a challenge in learning sector. Provide time for individual learning and group learning throughout training intervention. For an adult to provide time for himself for learning without other issues in life, it becomes very difficult because an adult learner has a lot of things to take care of rather than concentrating fully on learning, making it a challenge. In our next slide, we'll be able to see the other challenge, which is engaging trainees with the training. What about engaging trainees with the training? One, ensuring trainees are fully engaged is difficult. An adult learner is different from a middle-age learner. Ensuring that an adult learner is fully engaged, it is quite a challenge. To address this engagement of trainees with the training, this creates a dynamic training portfolio that uses a variety of methods to deliver its training objectives. Using of different audiovisual elements in training, it will be able to change this element of engaging trainees with the training is a challenge. Now, right here, I am using, you are hearing my voice. I'm trying to make understanding more easier, since it is difficult to read the text content for as an adult learner throughout. But if you'll be able to listen to this narrated PowerPoint, you'll be able to understand the challenges of adult learner. And that is all about the challenges of an adult learner. Thank you.